I can't even fathom the story I'm telling you right now. Okay, so a full frame camera is wildly different than my other one. Hey, long time no talk, right? It's been a while. Happy to be filming today, and right off the bat, I just want to tell you the audio is gonna be echoey. The color might be a little off. I'm filming in my new studio, however, the studio is not done. I'm filming this a little sooner than I had expected to, so I have a couple rugs in here, but I need more stuff in here to like make it not so echoey, so I'm sorry. Okay, so this is going to probably be a long video. Grab a snack if you want, or you know, a whole meal. I actually need my laptop. I have like an entire soliloquy typed out for this. Here it is. So as you can tell by the title, I'm just gonna be addressing some stuff today. There's three main things I want to talk about, and I'm gonna include timestamps for all of them in case you're not interested in all of it. The first thing I want to talk about is the drama that happened a month or so ago. So I'll put a timestamp for that. Second thing I want to talk about is the changes that drama, along with some other stuff, the changes I'm going to be making, not necessarily to this YouTube channel, but to my other accounts like Instagram, Facebook. And then the third thing I'm going to talk about is an exciting little business endeavor that I've started that I think you guys are really going to like. So all the timestamps will be here. I'm really mad that you can see that outlet. This is my first time filming with this new camera. It's the Canon EOS R. It's a full frame, and I just feel like I'm so exposed. All right, guys, first things first, the drama. Never in a million years did I think I would be involved in drama, and I thought long and hard about addressing it. I didn't in the beginning, but now that everything has blown over, emotions are no longer running high, I think it's important to talk about this. A, because I fully believe in truth. I could continue to ignore it if I want, but it doesn't feel good to me to just have dealt with all that and never told my side of the story. I believe in truth. I believe the truth always comes out, and I believe the truth should have its day.
Maybe it's time we all stop trying to outsmart the truth and let it have its day.
In addition to that, I'm still getting comments about it here and there, and I'm still getting little accusations, so I figure maybe if I put my side of the story out there, that could lessen a little bit. I don't have a lot of hope on that front, because I know people will always believe what they want to believe. But by the way, guys, this is a positive video. This isn't a feud. This isn't to continue any drama. I want to defend my name. I want to give an explanation to those of you who want one, and I want to get some stuff off my chest. But it's important for you guys to know that I am perfectly okay. I am not upset, and I really don't have any hard feelings. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, a couple months ago, I think it was like at the end of April, I posted a video where I did the tiny face makeup challenge. It started because I was sitting on my couch scrolling through TikTok like I have been all of quarantine, and I saw this young girl, this young blonde girl with like a medical face mask, and she pulled the face mask down and she had the little nose and the little lips, and I died laughing. And I just kind of kept scrolling, but I kept thinking about it. I had seen it before years ago on Instagram, and just always kind of kept scrolling thinking like I'm not a good enough artist to do that, to make a nose look real, and you know, it was like a fleeting thought. But when I saw this girl do it, she didn't appear to be, you know, a makeup artist, and hers looked really good. I was like, you know, this could be really funny. You know, I love doing funny makeup videos. That's kind of always been my shtick, is combining makeup with comedy. You know, we had Tiny Hands, we had the 1999 video, Carol Baskin. Like I like combining artistry and makeup with being stupid. So I wrote it in my little notes app on my phone, where I keep like a list of ideas I want to try. And the timeline gets a little blurry now. I don't remember if it was that night or the next night, but I just like walked in my back room, my little walk-in closet area, and decided to try it. Long story short, the video did crazy well. It went immediately to like 26 million views. I never in my wildest dreams did I think that was gonna do well. I didn't even think I was gonna get it to look good, because I'm just, let's be real, I'm a mediocre makeup artist. I have no problem admitting that. So as we all know, when someone does well at something, there are always people who try to ruin it and try to bring you down, and that I was no exception when this happened. So fast forwarded a couple days, and I started noticing I was getting a lot of comments that I had stolen this idea from multiple people. It was really weird. The first one I read was a screenshot someone sent me from Reddit, where it was like, I'm really disappointed in Jaime for not crediting Aurelio Sanchez. And the next it was a DM, like, you stole this from Crispy. And I was like, wait, Crispy has done this? And all of these other accusations and other names kept popping up. And to me, the fact that so many different people were being mentioned as who I needed to credit was further proof to me that I didn't really need to credit anybody, because this is an illusion, you know, a little nose and little lips. It's clearly been done by so many people that it would be unreasonable for me to try and find the original creator of that illusion. You know what I'm saying? It was just, to me, it was a thing people did, kind of like contouring or overdrawing your lips or transforming yourself into like a celebrity. But nevertheless, I'm all about giving credit where credit is due. And so I decided to kind of go through the list of people I was supposed to credit, find the earliest one, and go ahead and credit them in all my description boxes. I have had my content ripped off word for word before. When I did the Tiny Hands video a couple years ago, I had hardly any subscribers. I was really new, and this girl with 2 million subscribers, I mean, she ripped off my video word for word, repeated all of my jokes. Like, it was a blatant ripoff, and it was horrible because she got thousands and thousands of comments praising her for how funny she was and how clever her jokes were and all this stuff, and they were all mine. So I have no problem crediting people. I always have. Even when I did the 90s video, I included the tweet that inspired me. So I'm digressing. Anyway, the earliest person I could find at this moment who did this technique was Crispy. She had done it in 2015. She did the little nose and drew a mouth on her nose. I wish there was a better word for this technique. Why don't we call it the nose on nose technique? And she used the technique to create a Yoda. It was so good and it was so cool. And I was like, okay, she must be, you know, the originator of it. I sent her a message. I was like, hey, I'm really sorry. I was like, I saw this on TikTok. I've seen a lot of people do it. I should have credited you, yada, yada, yada. And she was so sweet. She was like, oh my gosh, I do not need credit. Like, nothing's original in the makeup world. You know, she basically said everything I was already thinking and was incredibly nice, sent me like voice memos, and I was like, all right, cool, everything's okay. I'm moving on with my life. Well, one person in particular who will remain nameless, and by the way, guys, please don't try and name this person in the comments. Their name is completely blocked, so your comment won't even show up. I really don't want anybody going over to drag this person. That's not who I am. I'm going to defend myself while staying respectful. So anyway, one of the people from the list I mentioned earlier who I needed to credit, I'm still kind of unclear what pronouns I should be using, so I'm going to go with they. They were actually the only one to directly say I deserve credit. All of the other accusations were viewers telling me which creator I should credit, like kind of speaking for other people. This person directly said, where's my credit? And I noticed as the days went on, this person was being mentioned a lot in my comments. Like, even after I had already credited who I believed was the original artist, this one name kept popping up, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I checked dates. I didn't really watch anybody's content. I looked at the thumbnail, saw the date, just to kind of quickly find who did it first. So when this name kept popping up, I'm like, I already checked all the dates. Why is this person, A, still claiming to have been the one to create the technique, and B, sending their followers after me? It's really bizarre. So every now and then I would respond to one of the comments and be like, nope, there's literal timestamps. You know, this person that you're talking about did it 1 year ago, or even less than that. I can't really remember now. Crispy did it 5 years ago. Like, there's no argument here. Again, fast forward a day or two. It was probably a day later. I don't remember. I don't even know how I saw it. I don't know if it was a text or like an Instagram DM. Someone sent me a screenshot that this person was full on bullying, abusing, body shaming, just dragging me, okay, via their own Instagram account by means of transforming themselves into me with makeup, which, by the way, I finally saw it, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks exactly like me. Transformed themselves into me with makeup, put on a fat suit to boot, called me, oh gosh, what was it? I can't remember. Something like a beige Becky or something. Sorry, I feel like I shouldn't be laughing right now, but that's the best insult. I want to put it like in my Twitter bio. Anyway, ripping me to shreds. And apparently comments in the thread were calling them out like, hey, do you really need to put on a fat suit? And they responded with, she's fat, I'm not, it was necessary. So I wasn't able to see the Instagram post directly, so I went to the Reddit post and I just kind of scrolled past the image. I didn't want to see it at first for whatever reason. And I started reading the comments, and I mean, there was hundreds of comments, maybe even 1,000, I don't remember. Just comment after comment after comment of people saying that this person who did this is known for this. They're notorious for this. They truly feel that they invented a lot of makeup techniques. They even go so far as to attack people who transform themselves into celebrities, like thinking that they own that. So reading those comments, I was like, okay, this is kind of making sense. This person obviously truly thinks that they created all this stuff. I got a bunch of messages from other influencers who are so sweet. And all echoing the same thing. Like, this person has done this before. It's not personal. I even got a message from a girl who this person had also abused and harassed online. Like, she, I guess, transformed herself into Jennifer Aniston, and this person like ripped her a new one. And she seemed to be a little bit more sensitive than I am, and it seemed to really hurt her. And I was like, okay, this is mostly making sense. Like, most of this doesn't shock me. Somebody making fun of my weight, not shocking at all. I've dealt with that literally since the traumatic childhood event that caused my weight gain, I would say in like 3rd grade. And to me, my body is the least interesting thing about me, so that, whatever. A grown adult throwing a tantrum, not shocking. Other grown adults acting like pack animals and coming after me because one person told them to, not shocking. But what I couldn't figure out and what I couldn't understand is why this person, after being shown literal proof that they did not create the technique, why were they still saying that they did? Why were they still mad, you know? I was genuinely like, what am I missing? Oh my God, that's rich. In addition to all of that, this person and their followers had decided that because I credited the person who created it and not this person, that I was a homophobe. Talk about grasping at straws. That was the point in which I was like, okay, this is getting kind of serious. It's kind of going too far. You know, it really made me realize that someone could just decide something. They could say anything about you on the internet and potentially ruin your reputation if they wanted to, if they had something against you. It kind of wigged me out, you know, the power of the internet and the pack animal. The pack animal mentality is scary. But again, I always trust that the truth would come out, and I just kind of moved on. But this thought kept lingering in my mind. Hi.
What's up today?
I don't want to talk about this with you here. Okay, Nick insisted I turn one of my lights off because he saw a YouTube video where a guy said to do that, so here we are. All the shadows are popping out. Where was I? Yeah, I couldn't get this thought out of my head of why this person was still insisting that they created this technique after all of this proof had been shown to the contrary. So I finally broke down and decided to watch a drama channel who had covered the story. Sounds so stupid to say the word story. And lo and behold, I see a screenshot that she included in her video from the person's Instagram story. And in so many words, it said the reason basically that they thought they deserved the credit was no longer because they invented it. Now it was because they popularized it. So, in effect, what this person is saying is, I didn't create this, I know I didn't create this, but because I have done it too, and some people saw it, now you owe me the credit. It's so weird because for all intents and purposes, if we're going strictly on view count, I popularized it. You know what I mean? You know, with that logic, like think about, you know, a couple years ago after I did the tiny hands video. I didn't create the tiny hands makeup idea, but I popularized it. You know, if we're going strictly off view count and like, you know, tons and tons of other people want to try it. You know, mine was the one that went viral on Facebook. And I remember getting a message that Gabriel Zamora had done the challenge. And I was like, oh cool, no way. And I watched the video like assuming he was gonna credit me because, you know, so many people had. And he credited somebody named Karen O, who he had seen do it before I did. Do you think I had a single fleeting thought to attack him or harass him? Not in a million years. How could you tell somebody that you deserve to credit for a technique you didn't invent? It just happened again recently. Miranda Sings did the challenge, and even though I have popularized this challenge, she credited Jenna Marbles because Jenna Marbles is who she saw do it. I have zero entitlement to credit for this. Nobody does. All I did was do something hundreds of people have done before and slap the word challenge on it. Because I wanted other people to do it. I thought it would be fun and happy and innocent and not turn into this garbage bullying stupidity. I mean, can you imagine the repercussions if after Miranda Sings did it and credited Jenna Marbles, if I had gone on Instagram and body shamed her? I can't even fathom the story I'm telling you right now. So, since all of this, I have actually found an even earlier version of the technique, of the nose-on-nose technique. Even earlier than Crispy, I found a girl named Anna Lingus. And Anna Lingus was actually on that original list I told you guys about of people I was supposed to credit. I think her earliest version of using the illusion on YouTube was in like 2017 or something. But someone commented and pointed out to me that she had done it on Instagram in 2014. So, as far as I know, Anna Lingus is the creator of the nose-on-nose illusion, you know, blocking out your mouth, whatever you want to call it. So, friends, that's the story with that, the irrefutable truth. And to close out this portion of the video, in the words of this person themselves,
I'm simply not going to give credit to someone I A, had never heard of, and B, who didn't inspire me.
cool, same. All right, moving on from that. It will never be mentioned again on this channel. That was a bit dodgy, wasn't it? All right, so as I mentioned before, the next thing I want to talk about is this channel. So you guys may have noticed in the last couple months, basically since quarantine, that I haven't really been posting a ton of beauty content. It's been mostly comedy with the exception of like 1 or 2 videos. And most of you haven't complained at all. You know, most of you seem to love whatever I put out. You don't harass me, you don't give me a hard time. 99% of you are not picky. However, I've gotten some comments about this that I want to address, and there's actually 2 types of comments I want to address, but they kind of go hand in hand. So the first comment I want to address is the stop trying to make a viral video comment. I've seen it a couple times. I've seen it on Reddit. I've seen it in my own Instagram and YouTube comment thread. Not a ton, not the majority, but enough for me to want to say something about this. So it seems that whenever I post a video that is not in the beauty category, or even if it is a beauty video but it's funny, anything that's not a typical like review or tutorial, I get accused now of trying to go viral. And so part of this is my fault because a couple months ago I did the pets do my makeup video. I mentioned in a vlog that I felt like the video was gonna go viral. At that time, I felt like it had a lot of potential. It was such a unique, like funny idea. I had a friend, Caleb, the one who helped me come up with the idea, you know, who kept kind of hyping me up and saying like, this is gonna get 1 million hits, you know? So I said the words out loud, and I feel like I shot myself in the foot by saying that in that vlog, and I totally understand. Which is why when the video totally flopped at first, I just instantly like was so embarrassed that I had even acted like that, you know? I totally made fun of myself. Me and my friends had a flop party. You know, I remember mentioning like in a pinned comment of the vlog, like I should totally not have been presumptuous. I had to make fun of myself. It was stupid, you know? All of that being said, I just want you guys to know something. Every single creator who makes videos on YouTube, whether they want to admit it or not, we all want our videos to do well. We all want views, right? Because views are what give you a career. Look at the level people are willing to stoop to because they are upset that someone got more views than them for doing a similar thing. So while I never should have said that out loud, it's kind of silly to call somebody out in that way because it's okay to want a video to do well. It's okay for people who make videos to want their videos seen. It's okay for people to want to earn money and earn a living doing what they love. And it's also okay that I don't always want to do makeup videos, and it doesn't always mean that the work that I'm thinking viral. I'm just thinking this idea is funny, this could do well, this could make people happy, this would make me happy to post it. There's a million things I think about before I post a video, not just views. Which brings me to my next point, which is kind of the other type of comment I've been seeing, which is the pick one thing comment. This one has kind of surprised me. I'm surprised at how many people I've had say this to me. So because I have labeled myself as a makeup artist or a beauty blogger or whatever, it seems like there are a large amount of people who feel that I have to stick to doing only makeup. And again, I feel like this is partially my fault, you know, for putting myself into a box. Perhaps when I started my channel, I shouldn't have said makeup artist. But at the time, you know, when I was 27 and I first started, I knew I wanted to do YouTube. YouTube, I've always had an obsession with video and stuff, and that was like my only thing that was shareable in my mind or teachable, or like the only thing I felt like I could do that had value, you know, to where I could use my creativity and my love for video and do something I enjoyed doing, which I do. I do love makeup, obviously, I always will. But whatever my reasoning was at the time, I put myself into a box, and I get it. So, okay, so you might be asking yourself, why are you talking about this? And here is the reason. There's a reason, I promise. So these types of comments, along with the tiny face drama, along with other stuff, just getting older and life happening and people growing and changing, all of this has kind of inspired a change. I really wanted to wait until I could decide exactly what the changes would be before making this video. You know, I wanted to wait till my studio was finished and put a little more thought into it, but I felt like too much time was passing, and I wanted to talk to you guys and update you sooner rather than later. Like a month or so ago, when all the drama first happened, I was like, I'm totally done with the beauty community. I was like, I'm not doing makeup anymore on YouTube. I'm strictly gonna be a comedian from here on out. The beauty community is too catty, yada, yada, yada. That was dramatic. I was generalizing. The whole of the beauty community is not catty. And ultimately, after I really thought about it, I could never give up like doing makeup videos and product reviews. I just love it too much. But with all of this being said, everything under the umbrella, I want everybody watching this to know that I am not only a makeup artist, and if you are only here to see makeup videos, I'm probably not the channel for you. Now, nobody panic. Like I don't see this channel changing that much. Like I said, I'm not gonna give up beauty. I've been doing both beauty and comedy since the beginning. I've just never come out and said this is not only a makeup channel until right now, and I just want to make sure everyone is aware of that, so that if I post a comedy video, maybe some of those accusations will stop. But what I truly am deep down, you know, is a lot of things, but as far as like the internet goes, what I truly am is a comedian. When I got my first video camera when I was 12, that's what I did, was make stupid, funny skits. You know, slapstick stupidity. Doing funny stuff has been my true passion. And I mean, I knew that, and I've always wanted to bring my humor into the beauty part of it. And you know, a small part of me wishes that that's how I would have started my channel, but I truly didn't have confidence in my comedy at the time. I didn't even know that I could make an actual funny video. I mean, like I said, I did it as a kid, but doing it as an adult on the internet is a whole nother story. And in case no one has noticed, my viewers actually prefer my comedy over my beauty videos. Beauty videos get a fraction of the views, a fraction of the comments. I don't feel like my beauty content is making changes in people's lives. I don't necessarily feel like I'm needed as a makeup artist. Like, let's be honest, I am a mediocre makeup artist. I know I've said this before, and I'm not saying that to like knock myself. I know a lot of you are gonna be upset with me saying it, but it's okay. Like, I admit my strengths and weaknesses, and I think I'm a stronger comedian than I am makeup artist. Again, I want to keep repeating. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop with beauty videos. I love them, okay? I just want you guys to be aware of this, and I feel like maybe one day in the future, it could be 10 years from now, one day I probably will transition and just end up making funny stupidity. Maybe. It takes a lot more creativity, which doesn't always happen, you know? So, all of this being said, I feel like I've said that a lot in this video. As far as this YouTube channel goes, everything will pretty much stay the same. I'll be doing beauty videos and my funny like stupidity, but my other accounts, so my Facebook page and my Instagram account, are pretty much gonna all be comedy from here on out. I've gone back and forth about this. I still am not like 100% confident in the decision, and I'm open to opinions. You know, I've considered starting a whole separate YouTube channel and doing all the other stuff I want to do here, and I shouldn't even, not even just comedy, like I'm interested in doing, you know, more music. I have a huge interest in filming like reaction videos. I have all kinds of stuff I'm interested in. So I'm open to suggestions. I'm happy to start another channel if, you know, the majority of people think that that would be best. But for now, YouTube is going to be kind of a plethora, while Facebook and Instagram are going to be for funnies, and TikTok, of course. I never really enjoyed Instagram in the past. I've never really enjoyed just taking selfies and putting them on Instagram, like, or just pictures of me, basically. Like, I get that that's what influencers do. I know that when you follow someone, you're there to see that person, but it's just, I don't know, just posting photos of my own face gets old. You know, I'm not really a fashion person. I'm not decked out in cute like outfit of the days every day. I don't really have anything to offer Instagram. But ever since they introduced like IGTV and being able to make videos now. Now my Instagram account is really growing because now I have something to offer. You know what I mean? That platform. So I'm really excited. I've already changed everything from saying like makeup artist to comedian. And I think this makes sense. I think it makes sense to kind of separate them that way as opposed to two different YouTube channels. But again, let me know how you feel. All right, we're on to the last and final topic. If you are still here, wow. So, as you guys probably know, throughout the years since I've been, on social media, my videos have been shared and re-uploaded by all of these really big media accounts like BuzzFeed, 9gag, It's Gone Viral, VT Jungle has shared my stuff. I've kind of lost track at this point. So what happens is every time I have a video that like goes viral, I'm starting to hate that word, but you know what I mean? Every time that happens, I get flooded with emails from these media companies like BuzzFeed and all them, asking to share my content. And in the past, I have always said yes. It can really be a win-win. It can be good for creators because the media companies like that already have a really big audience. And so if they share your work, and usually they'll tag you, it can send a lot of traffic to your page. And then of course, these companies get thousands of dollars off of the views they get from your video if it happens to also do well for them. But over time, I just kind of started to notice that these media outlets that share my work were benefiting way more than I was. And I don't mean that to sound bratty. It's not that I don't want them to benefit, but it's just but after a couple years, when you start to realize that these brands are making thousands of dollars off of me and sharing none of that revenue with me, it just kind of starts to feel weird. I don't even know how to describe it. You guys know me, I'm not really a financially motivated person. Like I want some money, but I'm not greedy, I don't need thousands and thousands of dollars. I just don't like the idea that a big company like that can upload your video, which takes, 15 minutes, make thousands of dollars, and then when the creator asks for a percentage of that revenue, they say no. So to give you an example, 2 years ago after I did the Tiny Hands makeup challenge, that was a crazy viral video, 14 or 15 million views. I didn't earn any money, which is fine, but then BuzzFeed shared it. When they posted it, I think they got maybe 15 million, I don't remember. So they probably made like $10,000 off that, just from the Facebook post. And I was like, that's fine. Like I couldn't really have earned money anyway. My Facebook page wasn't eligible. I didn't even ask for revenue share with that. But then, it kept happening over the years. So this year, it was no different. They asked if they could share the tiny face video. I said yes. I didn't even ask if they would share the revenue with me. They shared the video on their Goodly Facebook page. It's like Goodly by BuzzFeed, I think. Oh, Goodful, not Goodly. So this is it right here. And right down there, they got 34 million views. So they got more views than I got. And if I had to guess, I really can't say for sure, but if I had to guess, they probably made $20,000 off of that. I'm not complaining. They sent people to my Instagram account, signed a contract, whatever, good for them. So they messaged me again on Instagram. So then they reached out to me again on Instagram and asked if they could share another video of mine. And they're like, our audience loves your content, yada, yada, yada. We want to share your 1999 video. And I was like, okay, well, how about this time we do a revenue split? Maybe give me 20% or something. And they gave me this really weird reason as to why they wouldn't. And I was like, okay. And I just kind of started to get rubbed slightly the wrong way. I had another experience with a video I made for them that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then just other media companies too, like 9gag. Normally I like to work with 9gag. They've gotten me a ton of exposure in the past, helped my career, But this most recent time, I signed papers and everything. It was like, here, you can use my content. They posted my video on Instagram, tagged me, and spelled my name wrong. So they tagged some random guy in Michigan. And it got 8 million views before they corrected it. So all of that traffic that I would have got, the whole reason I said yes to them sharing my content, all went to this other guy. Now, they tried to correct their mistake. I do think it was an accident, but it was kind of an unprofessional oversight. I don't know, I don't really know the wording for it, but it just made me, all of this collectively has inspired me to A, no longer work with companies like this, and B, to start my own. So my sister and I put our heads together and we created Your Ugly Sister. So basically this is a page, we have a Facebook and an Instagram account. It's a media page where we're basically gonna be sharing hilarious content. So, just think of any meme account you follow, like 9gag or The Dad or The Blessed One or Puberty. They're everywhere. That's basically what this page is for. The difference is we want it to be a win-win. Once our Facebook page is monetized, we want it to be a win-win and share revenue with the content creators so that people who make amazing videos will not only get exposure from our page, but also revenue. There's a lot of advantages to working with media pages. Obviously, one of them is exposure. You know, despite me not wanting to work with other media sites anymore, they have helped me a lot in the past, especially when I was starting out. I couldn't earn any money from my content anyway. It would have been amazing to work with a page like that would actually share the revenue with me. You know, think about how many people have viral content on Facebook that they just uploaded from their personal page. You know, you can't monetize a personal Facebook page. You can't even monetize a business page unless it has 10,000 likes, which can take years to get. So our goal is not only to post funny content, which will please the viewer, but also to help the creators of the videos out, if that makes sense. We want to be that established page that has, you know, the following and everything that you need to make your video successful, and in turn share that with the creator. So right now everything is in its like infant stages. We don't totally know where we want to go with it, how big it could get. I guess it kind of just depends on how well it goes. It could be a total fail, I don't know. But I have a good feeling about it because I know how much I love and appreciate accounts like that will take the time to like find the funniest stuff and compile it all together. You know, I'll scroll through Tank Sinatra's page or Girl With No Job or whoever and just die laughing. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited about it. The name, it took us forever to come up with a name, and we settled on Your Ugly Sister just because it's just so relatable. I always joke about being the ugly sister. She always says she's the ugly sister. We've all felt like the ugly sibling at some point. It's just kind of to like pay homage to being an awkward 90s kid. And I don't know, as soon as we landed on the name, we both just were dying laughing, so that's what's happening. So if you guys want, please like our Facebook page. We really need 10,000 likes minimum to kind of get the whole ball rolling and start everything that we want to do with it. So I would appreciate it so much if you guys would like the Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, whatever you want to do. I really think it's going to be a win-win-win. Okay, I think, let me look at my notes here. I think I've officially talked about everything. So look out for some fun upcoming content. Hopefully next time I see you, the studio will be done. It won't be so echoey in here. I might even have my new lights and camera figured out, who knows. So thank you for coming to my TED Talks. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Look how long my teeth are. I look like a white beige Becky. I don't wanna edit this video. I've really been practicing a lot the celebrity transformations makeup. I have an artist who's been helping me. Getting better, just I still suck at it. What should my facial expression be? Should I look annoyed? You know that old saying, there's two sides of the story and somewhere in the middle is the truth. In this case, that's not the case. My side is the truth. I said Lerman. I said Lerman. Hey, will you give the bird some more food? I need a little Botox touch up right here, girl. Oh God, I'm so sore. I did push-ups yesterday with my trainer. Ooh, these muscles, what is this? What is eyelash?